All right, Mom. Let's talk more about habits of successful parents, part three. If you're just now watching this and you're here on part three, go back and catch part two and part one on our series of habits of successful parents. Now, the third habit that I found very insightful is that parents will nurture the interest of their children, hold them accountable for results, and then provide the resources for them to grow. Now, let me explain. Have you ever had your child have an interest and you spend a whole bunch of money? I mean, hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars, only for them to lose interest in about a week, a month, less than a year, and you're like, you know what? I'm never doing that again. Let me tell you how we can kind of flip that right. Okay, when a child expresses the interest, the part that I believe we miss is that we don't hold them accountable to results. Now, a lot of parents say, "Well, Miss Mavany, I no, I want my child to be able to explore and be exposed, and I don't want to push them." We're not talking about pushing a child. If the child comes in with the interest, part of their character development is standing with integrity about what they chose. So we're not forcing anything on the child. So we're not pushing them to do anything. We're just holding them accountable for what they said they wanted. So if your child says, well, you know what, I'm interested in dinosaurs, and you see them, looking up dinosaurs, they write an essay on the dinosaur, they find the different types, the omnivores, the herbivores, and the carnivores, they're really into that. And you invest in the resources, but you don't hold them accountable. Then of course the child's going to see that and say, okay, well, you know what? Well, if I say I want this, I get that. And they miss the link that says hold them accountable. And then they think twice about saying what they want, knowing that when they make that decision, there's a responsibility behind it. So, a habit of a successful parent is that they hold their children's interest accountable. So the child now learns how not to make impulse decisions. So, with that being said, a lot of children have an interest in music. A lot of children say, "Hey, mom, dad, I want to learn how to play piano." Or you go to a relative's house, or you go to your neighbor's house, and they're like looking for the instrument. They're always playing on it, and sometimes it sounds like noise to you, but sometimes it actually kind of makes a little bit of sense. They're expressing the interest. You now want to hold them accountable. Now that I have the interest, what program am I going to put them in to hold them accountable for the results? And results is not a dirty word when it comes to kids. We're not forcing them to have a result. We're building the character, we're building the integrity, we're building the follow through. Things that we as adults don't struggle with anymore. It's because we had parents like us who held us accountable. We hated it, right? You're like, oh my gosh, I gotta clean my room, I gotta wash the dishes, I gotta mow the lawn, I gotta walk the dog, but we won't make them practice. You gotta hold them accountable for their interest. And then provide the resources for them to grow. And that's how you give them the best possible head start. You give them the best possible resources so they can be the most successful, and they get it ingrained. That method of accountability and achievement is like a loop, and they just want to get better and better and better and better and better. And that's how you build that positive trajectory. It doesn't come naturally. It is nurtured. It's something that you as a parent, your job is to create that environment. We talked about part one, environment, building a relationship with the professionals, and then nurturing the interest. These are things that successful parents do extremely well. And that's who I'm looking for. Successful parents like you who care about the results, who care about the outcomes of your children. If that is you and you're looking for a music environment, that is everything. You're looking to build a relationship with a professional who is not only knowledgeable, but I say with very much confidence that I'm the best in the world at it. You want me to give me a child and I will teach them everything they want to know. Keeping the interest, making it creative, and also innovative. No one can touch me there. Nobody. And then finally, nurturing that interest, providing the resources for them to grow, providing opportunities for them to showcase their talent. And then on top of that, giving them the appreciation for having learned it. If you're looking for all those things in a music program, I want you to download my Master Musicians Roadmap at www.mastermusicroadmap.com. Download that guide, and I show you step by step how we are able to do that for your children, taking them from beginner to master musician. I'll see you on the other side.